of masterpiece. I say, oh, I need to know, yeah, is that your man? Yeah, 'cause it's best for you tonight.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. The beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado. It's Shedeur Sanders.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Now a handoff up the middle. Dinn. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, check that. Get it?
Up the middle they go. Dinn. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Oh, and that is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
70.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And he is caught. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now a handoff up the middle. Dinn. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Okay.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
2nd and inches.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dinn. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, right?
Sanders. A man over the middle, and it's complete. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. And it's caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Ready, set.
3rd and goal.
Ready.
Now Sanders. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, it's Boyd. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Gore. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The middle they go. Boyd. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Goal. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun. Gore. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Escapes the defender. Through the middle of the field. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And Gardner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Elliott now to have the extra point. it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
Second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
Let's go now.
Second and 2.
Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dent. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Dent. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Come on, ready.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Lions offensive receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. St. Brown in motion right. Off the play fake. Goal. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goal. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this 1st half. 125 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
A 7-yard pickup.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll keep it on the ground. Dent. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 41, this is second and a yard. Here's Sanders. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Ready.
Sanders to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing, Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. George Kittle with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And that is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Titans in the AFC South. And it's DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He's going to look deep and find his receiver. 30-yard touchdown. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Drake May. One of 2 touchdown passes for him in this first half. This one's at halftime, and it's the Patriots up by a touchdown. 14-7 the score at halftime. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's Josh Jacobs. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Packers lead it by a touchdown at the half. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Looking to throw. Goal. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Davis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Operating from the gun. Goal. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they're saying it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, here's Shadur. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. To throw is Sanders. Wide open receiver complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Lions, first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Gore. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this down to the 40.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
19, Tiger, 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw again. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. Then he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Lions on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Looking to put a drive together.
Is a turnover on down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Back to throw. Sanders. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but It's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And he rifles one incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Brings up second and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Again. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Get it.
They'll run on first down. Dent. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On first down, Dent. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Up the middle they go. Dent. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, to throw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for Philadelphia, the perfect season remains intact.